Another video with my daughter David Vlog, and in today's video I'll actually be heading to the whole beach, and if you actually look around me you're going to see only trees. So in today's video I'm actually heading down to the beach, which is called Hope. It is actually 30 minutes walk, so if I actually do fast I can get them there on time. I'll be heading to the beach, show you how the beach looks, also any other stuff that I think that is going to be useful. I'm going to give you all the information. So it's me alone on the lonely road. I haven't even taken anything to actually give myself a little defense if I have to. But see what? I'm actually walking beside the track. So if you have dived into the video, I'd like you to like, share, also subscribe to this channel. So here we are actually on the run, and going down here is not one of the easiest things because you can actually miss spots. So far on this journey, I have found out earlier that during the rainfall that there was slide and stuff that I could cut. So I'm here hoping for the best journey. Okay, so being an influencer is an easy job, but it's not as easy as person it seems. So let's get going. So on our way to Hope, I'm gonna show you all some stuff. I think I have to meet a river if I reach far enough. And slight having cut and all of that. So also I have to reach a fall edge, the slide off edge there. I also have to reach some farms, but that's actually way down. So I will have time to reach the farms. Okay. Well, all for now, I'm actually like, let's see how much walking again do I have. I have like 15 to 30 minutes of walking coming down to here. Okay. So far so good. I can say based on when we walk, this is like a half mile reach. Okay. I am entitled to get some falls. So if you are actually looking into the video and you're seeing that I actually get some fall on the way down, then this is a part of the whole journey. So in that spot here, it doesn't look too bad. It's a nice little spot, I guess. Maybe you can find a spot here to do some camping if you are that crazy about doing that stuff. But if you're not, it's gonna be really dark down here, and I wouldn't actually tell anybody that they should be down here. Okay. So this is a long hill, which you have to actually run up if you think you have what it takes. So me on the journey alone, and I'm saying if you have been so far into the video, there is a lot of things that you need to see on that journey to Hope. Okay. So I have to take a short divert. So from the short divert, I have to make I'm not a speed yet. I'm actually thinking basically to give you all the tool on the road side when we're gonna be coming back up, right? So this is a shortcut to go down, right? Which I think will be easier. I will reach much faster if I use this shortcut here. But then I think I'll give you all one of the road views for when I'm actually gonna be heading back up to my Hope. Okay? So I'm gonna give you all the walk out of Hope, I'm gonna give you all the walk into Hope, and so forth. So just stay tuned. This is the hill. It is actually the biggest hill that we catch our tail to climb when we actually coming down here. So this is what it is. And now I'm getting ready to head into the second phase of the journey, right? So coming up next is the fall edge. Right before the fall edge, coming up a little more is the river. Okay, So I can already hear the river. Um, Going down there with the slipper in a rainy time, it's not the best that I could have think of. But I actually thought it would have been a little more, you know, a little more that way that I think it is. So there's some ropes that I can hold when I'm coming down, just as how persons can see when I had the waterfall video that they have saw. There was little roads there, little ropes and stuff I can hold on my way down. So I really have to be careful, really, really careful with this. I can slide, I can fall, I can knock myself, and I do not have anyone with me. So this have to be one of my most careful movements. Okay. However, I wouldn't be passing up here because I need to show you all the road. Wow, wow, wow. So here is the riverside. I'm gonna be actually crossing the river to get to the other side, which I have to. It's not I wouldn't say it's a big river to cross. It's just something small. So when I cross this river is gonna take me on the other side. And I can say that I'm in home, right? But I'm not actually on the beach. So I'm gonna give you all of the stuff of the river here. So here I am to the river. That is the first piece of river that I have to cross to get to home. Okay. So actually now the river is dirty. We are experiencing a lot of rain. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take my slippers off since it has been wet because this can cause me to slide down and fall and all that kind of stuff. So now it's gonna be barefooted where I'm gonna be able to get enough grips for myself and I'm gonna be ready for the next phase to get to home. So stay tuned to the channel and also share, like, subscribe, and everything should be fine. So walking barefoot here, my first problem is when I used to walk here, I think persons have actually cut up the place so it's a little bit better. But there is some ropes that actually has a lot of pickers in them. So if I spot one while I'm walking through, I'm gonna show you all the ropes that can cause some very great discomfort when you're walking through here if you don't got any shoes on. So far it's not bad. It's a really great place. That's what I can say. It's a really good place there. The lyrics of the river, even there is an irrigation system. But I'm gonna show you all lower down. It's a little crowded here now for you all to see that. So we're heading to home, people, and stay tuned to the channel at all times. So when I reach down there to the beach, I'm gonna show you all the whole walk, the walk out of Hope and the walk into Hope. So we have just crossed the river, which I actually talked about, and now we're heading to the foundations. Okay. The last time I passed here, some sides have been cut, which my partner still did earlier. So I need to be really careful on my way down to Hope. And seeing that it is only I have to be really careful. So this is the first piece of the foliage. And now I believe I'll be heading into the real piece of foliage very soon. And I have to be extremely careful of how I walk into this foliage. So far I have just gotten some of the stuff. I think I can hear some talking. I'm not sure until how far the talking's up. So I'm walking. So far it is good. And here I'm coming to the foliage right now. So firstly, I can show you all the foliage. Okay, so this is the rope that I'm actually talking about. So I'm gonna bring the camera down. I hope you all see it. So this is gonna be the rope in which I'm talking about. If you're walking, this rope can actually give you a very bad damage. If you're running, it can actually saw your feet also. I doesn't know the name of the rope, but it's a very deadly rope. That rope is actually very, very vigorous and gets dry. So here is one of the places. Wow. Oh my God. Look at this place. This is the actual foliage that I have to patch. However, I have to be careful which is one, and two, I may have to break a very new route. But let me see what's going on first, right? So coming down here, um, it's really dangerous because it's wet. So I'm just gonna have to take my time. It's not that bad, but it's really bad. Look at down there, man. That is like that is like a skate I'm gonna be getting if I actually fall there. So what I will do, I will lean myself to that position, and I'm gonna use my hands onto my foot, and then I'm gonna put all the weight of my body onto the heel side so that I don't overbalance and fall on there. If I have to fall on there, it's gonna be skate by a skate. Wow. So that was one pass of the foliage, and then there is another foliage. However, I cannot pass through this foliage because there is a rock there, as you can see. And if I go there, I'm gonna slide all the way down. So I have to come up to that part here, and there's another track that they have cut on top, which is gonna be a little more safer, and I'm gonna get there. So I'm gonna take my time still, which is very great. Um, I know a lot of influences have had, especially like if you gotta go places, and if the place is actually new. So I have crossed the biggest part of the college, which has been slide down. I'm not gonna stay here too long because the place is wet. That's one, and two, it's already sliding on. So any minute maybe you can actually slide down. I'm not sure, so I cannot take it on this. However, the slide still continues. You're looking at way down there, and if anyone fall down there, you wouldn't get much of a bruise like if you fall to break your foot or anything, but you're gonna get a lot of scrape because the body is gonna turn itself to drag over that foot. And the last part where you're gonna have to drop off at least a 5-6 feet and jump down on some rock. So this was the scariest part of passing through the whole shortcut. And I'm saying if I didn't have some intelligence news here, then I would have been actually sliding down that slide with one time with my camera on me. And maybe I wouldn't even get a chance to post a video, but persons will actually pick up my body. So here is another place again that if you're coming, you'll have to be very, very careful. That is like a big slide down there. It's still a little better than where I passed because you can get all this, you can get all the script. There's things to hold before you actually reach down to the bottom. So sometimes you don't reach all the way below. So you can hold pieces of roots and stuff that is stuck out there. And this too can be a stop for you. So I have come all the way from Walker, and now I am going all the way to Cook, right? So let's see how it goes. So far I can feel that I'm the slipper right now, but I'm gonna wait still until I get outside of the place that I have to be, right? So all for here, it's shortcut. It's the same piece of pick out the stuff I told you about and look out for them because they're gonna really, really, really get me. And if they do, then I'm gonna have some serious injuries to do. So they have cut a new track here. I don't know, but I'm following because I have an idea where I am. I can also say not much persons know me. So not everybody knows that I do influencing in my country, Grenada here. So I have a very good part there for it because like Grenadians don't do too much at YouTube channels and stuff. So for someone to know that, it's somebody that has to tell them. So upcoming next, in this vlog is the farm. Okay, you're gonna see some lovely massive farms as I walk, come down. I'm just like walking distance. I can see if it were clear, I would have seen the farm. Okay, but it's not that clear here, so I'm not seeing the farm. So I had to be going over there. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pass here, and then I'm gonna dive right back where I need to be. Okay, so I need to be closer um, to the piece of range there. So I think that's the cut back up there. But it doesn't matter. Don't be scared. I'm not loose. Um, I'm actually in the right place. Okay, this is the track here. Nice. So although there is some stuff there, also someone has changed the track. But there is two places. There's one entrance here. Go back. So, but I prefer going right down, not to pass directly between the farm. So I can see the farm better now, but when I reach lower down, you're all gonna see the farm in whole. Okay. So if you coming from Munich, so if persons have traveled to Grenada already and you have known places like Munich, right? Then you're gonna know for sure. When you come from Munich side, you have the passion also. If you're taking that same route that comes back up here, but if you're not taking the route that comes back down here, then you will have to pass somewhere else. And if you pass in somewhere else, then and it doesn't meet the farm, then it tells you maybe that you're on the wrong track. Okay? So hopefully I hope you all didn't miss anything from the first track. So here I can see I am actually in Hope right now. I can start putting on my gears. And I hope that in this video I actually had to get as much as I could right there. Okay? So now I have to move because I'll be heading in the open area where there is no hazards. There is nothing that I can actually, get myself damaged. So as you can see now, it's more brighter. There is person start the garden. So I wouldn't want to walk through that. Because for persons who know this channel, we know I also have some vlogs where I do farming. So then I know what it's like. So here is one of Hope's farms. Okay, I don't know the owner. I know it's nothing much. Persons owning the properties down here, but what I know is that they have a little piece of farm. So on my way up, now we have reached the farm. So firstly, we have passed through the track. Then we have reached the foliage. We came down the hill. We have reached the river. And now we are actually on the farm. The farm is actually closer to Hope. So I can see this is Hope right now. Even though I've said earlier that I went to the track. And I can say that I'm Hope when I cross the river. But I can say this is the exact Hope. When you reach here, if you miss the beach, then I really don't know what to say. If you reach all the way here and you miss the sea, which is just a few walks down there. Something is really wrong. And maybe it doesn't, or you're not able to do your reading of compass or whatever it is. So why this is a farm? Here is some beautiful cucumbers, and if I can tell, these cucumbers must have been the tropical cucumbers. On the other side there, you can see there is some plastic that has been put to control the weeds, right? And lower down, you're gonna find some more plantation, right? The person here does some really unique farming, right? And I would say that farm is epic because it's a lot of plants just a little down there. And if you have looking very good into video, besides what I'm talking, maybe what I miss, you can comment it. There is farm roads here available for the farmers because they farm large scale here, right? So Being here, um, there's someone that got a little house there, maybe a farmhouse. Yes, you or persons are working on the estates. They get places to put their stuff. I can see a bridge there and all of that. However, Grenada is not a place that I would guarantee you can actually heave through a place like this and you can check out and see what's in there and all of that. I wouldn't guarantee anybody if you're doing influencer and you come to Grenada and you're doing vlogs where you're passing through tracks and you've seen old abandoned houses and it looks like old and abandoned, but then you don't know what's there. So I wouldn't say to anybody that you can go check it out. It's gonna be like trespassing. So let's continue on uh, this part of the vlog. And so forth, you all are gonna get the whole story today, right? You're gonna get part one and part two. So this is part one of the video where I have just came from all the way in that mountain that you're looking there. When I get a little lower down, I'll show you what back. Alright. Uh-oh. So now is some dogs. There are some dogs that I have to actually brush off me because I'm not sure how dangerous they are. So I'll have to see if I get something, I guess. But it's wiggling its tail so far. It doesn't look like it's gonna bite me. I'm not sure. But I hope it doesn't because it got a little one. So here we have reached to a second piece of park, right? In this second piece of park, this there, look, the dog is actually coming. Sorry. Oh, it's actually wild. It just took off and run. So I'm not sure. So it's a wild dog. I hope it's not going to destroy its own stuff. So here is the biggest farm um, in Hope City. Not city, sorry. It's not a city at all, right? The daughter is I hope that didn't do anything wrong. So um, there is another road there that I believe is where someone had cut, maybe to start some new projects. Lower down is where actually the part of that stuff is. Now the dog is actually here, and we just need some stick just to keep the dog off. So I'm not gonna hurt the dogs. It's just for me to pass by and not get into trouble. So usually they box. Actually, I'm not sure what is going to happen. I think that I'm not actually big. So it doesn't look they're gonna bite, right? So far I think that's something there for one of the owners. Also here there is some of the other plantations like tomatoes and stuff with the sticks. There is also other stuff plants all the way back in the back there. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's planted, but I can see some dried up corn right on there. So it's not actually good what I'm doing here. You know, like passing through the farm and doing vlogs. You know, like all farmers would love that because it can be something like certain away the location. So I will just do some quick shoots. You all keep your eyes out closely, and if you see stuff, then you have seen. Right? I cannot guarantee going to people's farm and doing my vlogs. But this is the road. It's not my road. It's the estate road. So walking through to get to Hope. So here is some serious lettuce. So I'm just gonna tilt my camera to not make it look like I'm vlogging there. So serious lettuce on some beds. That's another part of the plantation that is really epic. That if persons come here, you can see a lot of stuff. Um, so now I can show you where I came from. So hiking with me on this vlog, if you have been so far into the shack, we have came from the top of this here, the top of this mountain there, and we have come all the way down to Hope. So this is like big walk. If I would have called friends with me on this journey here now, they would have actually said to me, bro, I'm not gonna do that. It's too long. My friend had actually met me earlier today and he said, bro, you're going Hope, man. I was like, yeah, bro, I'm going Hope. And he was like, yo, bro, that's too long, man. You're lying. You're alone not going home. And they're like, no one will go home for themselves. So it's my first time going home for myself so far. I'm safe. It's good. As I said, not much persons know I'm doing vlogs. So I am not entirely hold up or anything like that. It's only more foreign persons that know that I'm vlog. Wanted to believe it, but I'm not guaranteed. Don't know, and I'm not guaranteed everyone knows. So I'm walking all the way down. Here we go, all the way down to Hope. The estate still runs. There is another road again going to another piece of the estate. On the other side here, there is some figs, there are some cocoa trees, and so forth. There's a lot of things going on here, right? There's also another road going back so to another piece of farm. It's an estate actually, so farms right now runs. So they have things like bread nuts, breadfruits. Now they're doing short crops and stuff mixed up together with that, and plantains, figs, dashings, citrus fruits like oranges, rosebus, mangoes, um, coconuts, not much, right? Um, cocoa trees, I think they still have the cocoa is being exported to the Cocoa Association, and it's all about the estates. But up to the last farm, not the last farm, but up to the farm that I show you where the dogs were actually backing me, it's the farm that has a lot of. That farm actually always have a lot of unique stuff there. As I said, however, if I had a chance to actually do a vlog there, where I could have go through the farm and show persons what has been planted there, and try to interview the farmer and ask him what are the challenges and stuff they're facing. Doing that stuff there, but I do pass the pipe which I told you all about higher up. This is the pipe that I do get the water source from. So it comes all the way up to half of the mountain. We have started into the river. For a person who have been so far into the video and see that I have met the river higher up, then you can know that it's a very long distance from all the way up there to where the farm is right. But I think it's worth it. The farm looks progressive, so that means they're making something for themselves. That's why they continue doing it. Also, they have the help, and they're doing their stuff. And then now I see more roads are cut. It's been a while I have come here, so I've seen more roads are cut, and this shows me that they are making some stuff. So here I'm gonna make a short stop. Because I want to show you something that we have here that is gold, right? So if you look closely, I'm sorry that the camera is not turned backward. I have to go close as possible. So this is the bowl, right? And this tree here, this is the bowl tree. It got some big round stuff there, as you can see right there, and right here. This stuff you can actually, when they're full enough, you cut them. Most of the Rasta tribes I've seen used to be doing that stuff. So you can cut the body and you can take out the gut that is inside it. Right, there's some guts on the inside. You can remove the guts and you can take a sandpaper it on the inside, sandpaper it on the outside, and you can put it to dry. And persons are going to use that for if you're making cook on the blocks. You know, like you don't want to bring your personal wells from home or your bowls or something from home to eat in, you're gonna go on the block, Caribbean life. If you have been to Grenada and you've seen persons eating in the brown, um, kind of a stuff there, then it's the bowl is what they have scraped and they have cut up, and now they are using it for not the main source for putting food in your home, but if you're moving out from your home, you're entering a friend's cook up, you know, you have to bring at least a dish from home, not a dish like your food, but you have to bring a dish to hold your food, and bringing your dish to hold your food, you know, it requires your personal stuff. So not all the time, especially for block cooking. You wouldn't get block cooking like with that stuff that block cooking don't work like, right? So you have to bring this stuff. So I'm gonna hold for a while because there's another farm here again. It's falls and stuff. All right, so you're good with that? Yeah, yeah. That's it there. Another piece of the farm also. So it's been really big development inside here. With, I can say, how the farm works and how persons are using the lands right now. Before there were nothing there when I passed there for some time, but now they have a little small boat from there, and it's in island space because the place is flat, the water is there. I think it's a collaboration farm with everyone, so they have maybe mixed their monies together to get the lines from all the way high up to the river where it came from, and now everyone is benefited from that to get their farms up and running, and it's a very nice community inside here, right? The persons are working hard. The persons who are going to make that video, the persons in here are working really hard. From what I see, it's not no easy work. But who knows what farming is knows that this is no easy work. So do not go in there and actually try to go rape and scrape people's stuff and try to vandalize the properties. It's not going to be nice, all right? That's actually most likely for the persons who have access to it, right? So on my continuation, there's some coconut trees, jelly trees. You can find something to use, yeah, or not. So here now I am close to heading into Hope City, right? I am close to heading to Hope City. I am not soaked as yet, so usually this sort of thing wet. It's because I have been passing through the trees, and passing through the trees there is no big set of sun now. So I have been passing through the trees, so it's not bad. So I have to look at the dog there, which is sometimes they're tied and they're waiting to rush up. They wouldn't bite you, they wouldn't make you scared. So far I haven't seen the dogs. I'm not sure if it has been there. So this is another shortcut that's going to take me to Hope, which I'm already in Hope, but on the main road, getting ready to enter into the entrance for the Hope Beach, right? So I have to meet another river again. Well, I wouldn't say much of a river, but a little rapid. But it has water in it. I'm not sure if it's counted on the map for Grenada as a river, but it overflows and everything. So I'm going to show you. So meeting this river. Right? And up we go. So my head's got to be down because there's some stuff that has been cut from overhand, and it's easy to get up. So it's quite a walk, and here we have just came out of the cruise trap. That is what I can see, and maybe you can hear the sound. Maybe not as yet, but I can hear it. Because intelligence is far intelligent than the phones and the cameras. The road is really busy on a Sunday for Hope itself. This is a very nice place if you want to do a business or anything like this. That's a really good place for a business. It's really very Um, it's goes right through, not only on Sundays, but there is a bus route here also that goes to St. David's, um, from St. David's to St. George's, because that's the bottom, the below roadside. And then there is an over the hills, which persons would know Grenada. If you've been to Grenada, you know Grenada. Also, in that very lovely place, Hope, there is a supermarket right there, and that supermarket has recently opened. It has been open for the whole people, and also, as I said, because here is an idle place for business. A lot of persons will intend to stop here and shop, or stop here to get a drink, or something, something. So I'm actually on, and I have to be really, really careful here because it's really quick here. It's not joking here. The road here is very busy. So on my way back up, I'm going to give you all the tool. I'm heading back this direction. So now we're entering into Hope. There is a sign that says Hope Estate. So we're heading into Hope. There's also a sign that says the neighborhood watch with the police stuff and all of that. That's another sign that it says. So we are heading into Hope's Road. I'm gonna give you all of this stuff where I am walking actually, because I could have done that into the track. I have to do it. So we're heading into the Hope Beach. This is like, based on how I walk, it can be 10-minute walk, not much. And I can say I'm walking pretty fast, not fast, but middle pace I can say. But to me, it's a fast walking that I'm doing here. Recently, the owner of the estate here has allowed the cane coke, say persons have been drinking a lot of strong stuff from Grenada. The Grenada rum, I think. I'm not sure if that's what's the name. But the cane coke, no, the cane coke is. Sorry? Something happening? I'm not sure. I'm not even sure. I'm just getting it. Okay, yeah. I'm just hearing something here. Lord God. I doesn't even know. So it's a good thing. I have been I have been here today, and someone has just pulled up and said that they found someone that was missing, found them dead beside a pool here. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to access it today. If I don't, based on where the person has died, then maybe I'll have to turn around and head back home. Okay. So we're heading into Hope. So into Hope is here. A couple of nine. That's the company. The person who runs the company is the owner of that whole estate in Hope here. That is what they say is the Hope City. Alright, so that's the city part of Hope. And it's been really very nice place. So far, I think that's the vehicles there that pass that would have got the bodies from the person that died. I doesn't know where they died. So maybe when I lower down to the beach something, I can see, well, maybe a lot of people there. I guess I'm not sure. A lot of people there saying that the guy has died there, been missing and all that. So I'm actually watching myself now. But nothing's gonna happen. It's bright daylight. In Grenada, once it's has one, you're going to be free, right? No one is going to trouble you. So we're back into the videos of Hope. Here are some lovely houses. Hope has one all of those richest houses. Maybe it can be retired foreigners persons with invest in being in Hope or coming to Grenada and living in a country there that's Caribbean wise, or maybe doing some investment with houses, or maybe one or two locals is living in here too that has the cash. Yeah, so it's another place that you can say like a Lansing. It's a private place. Lansing is actually a very nice place also. Where the houses are there and affordable persons are living in there. Not to say affordable, the rich persons are actually. So far I'm heading closer. I'm not hearing anything for it. Just see. There's a cane field there that it has. I think the government have rented some lands from the owner of the Hope here to do the canes because there is a lagoon somewhere close, so they use that water to make sure that the cane gets its water. So far again, we're passing another house with a driveway. Persons, you don't tell if persons are home. Ever since I know myself, all the houses are locked. I believe they're fully air conditioned, so persons may have been living here or travel or whatever the case is, but it is a very nice, quiet neighborhood. There are no big set of theft inside here, so I don't know. I don't know, and I would. Okay. So I'm walking past another massive house here, up to the top, maybe off my camera angle. I cannot get it right now, but let me see if I get it now. Alright, nice. So that's another massive house in Hope. This is Hope City, so maybe that's why it's named the city. It's only for the rich persons to build here and live their life here. I'm not sure what it's going to be like in but if you want to get a house in Hope City to be exact, then that's the name. I think there's a site there. You can see the lands where they're squared out, where they have been cut out and all of that. And I really don't know. I really don't know what to say, what to do, what not. So, since I heard what have happened, I'm actually on my piece of my cues. Wouldn't say too much about my life, but I can handle myself. So that's why I'm not scared to go anywhere. Okay, so we're heading into now the road that ends up on the beach. Right behind me there, you can see the whole beach. You can see the little waters and also the concrete road which I'm walking on right now. There has been not a concrete road here. It has been a dirt road, very bad, with a lot of holes and mud and all that. Now it's like a very nice place where persons can just walk through and all of that. So on my day coming to Hope, I have gotten one thing that I didn't expect, right? And that is finding someone dead somewhere on the side of the road. I don't know what was the cause of this, but I cannot say for now, but I highly doubt someone being killed or wounded. I highly doubt that. That's one. And two, I'm not saying it does not going to happen, but it can be a health wise why someone's actually dead. So here coming is other persons. I don't spot. So the whole beach here is like an idle spot that comes, take a chill view, you know, and you relax yourself. You chill out, you relax, you calm, you make fish. You can do all kind of stuff. Not all kind of stuff, like all kind of stuff, but you may do some stuff. So here we actually are. After 45 minutes of our video, we have just entered into the Hope City, and this is the Hope Beach. This is what it looks like. It's a very unique piece of beach. That last word I said, it sounds funny. It is, however, very great. So I'm gonna go higher up. No, I'm gonna walk up as far as I can get and show you all the Hope Beach. So it's really massive. It's really nice. I come here and surf all the time. I wanted to bring my surfboard with me, but somehow, however, I don't get the chance to do that because maybe if I did play with that, the fall edge and all those stuff there would have actually been difficult for me to pass with my camera, plus having that board and saving myself and all that. So, and all the way there, I didn't even think about walking to the road itself to get back home. So that would have been a lot of carriage for me rather than just walking with the camera. So, the beach is really nice. There is a top side of Hope, and so this side here they call it the lower end of Hope, and then the side up there which is developed, which where we were last night, is the higher side of Hope, right? So this is how it is. It is clearly great. It's really nice. There's a lagoon. There's a stuff very pelicanish bird into the water. And for most countries, I believe it's the same. That the mouth of the lagoon water is always the coldest. So you expect to get some cool water here at the lagoon front, which is at the Hope. So if you love Grenada, if you want to come to Grenada, if you want to come to Hope Beach, most of the time it's not like this. Most of the time we experience the wet, which is, really nasty to walk in sometimes. So there's a little bit in between that stuff, but not much. So it's fine today. I can say it's the cleanest I ever seen today in the wet itself. However, there are some other homes on the other end over there. You see some roofs. That's a house located, which shows that you are in officially the Hope area, right? What I wanted to do is give you all a tour also on the top end of it. So I'm gonna get my slippers off again because I am on the sand now, and I'm gonna show you all what the higher end of Hope looks like. Right? There's one or two beacons there. Persons prefer bathing to the higher end of Hope, so I have to walk into the water. It's too far apart to jump across. So I'm here by myself. For the first time, I'm going to give myself a clap for being so far out of home, especially being on the beach by myself, right? And this has been my first breakthrough barrier for breaking myself to actually leave my home and go start creating my vlogs all about Grenada. Some may be walking distance to get the excitement and fun, and then some again may be the driving experience that's going to be at far places and all this sort of stuff. So I'm going to give you all the guided tour of the Hope Beach. Okay? So I am on the walk. I'm going to walk on the beach because there is nothing that I have to dodge here. So while I walk, I give you all the nice experience, what is here, how it looks. However, that end here look a little bit messy. But as long as you cross this, you can end up into the water. But what I've known that between this lagoon that we have just passed earlier and the lagoon that I'm about to reach, is persons have said who have been living here for years have said that this is the part here that is the most roughest in home, right? The tide is a bit low now, so that's the reason why it's it's like this. But it's always a rough sea. I've surfed here and I've experienced it myself. Well, I would say surf, I would say bodyboard, because there is no big set of wave here for surfing, so it's bodyboarding. And I had a good experience here with very good rides from those waves. They was being more bigger, more stronger, not compared to on the same coast but higher up. The coast that is the Hope, no, sorry, the telescope area. There's something called Big Bay. There's a bay called Big Bay, and I will say on that lineage, I can have Big Bay as one of the roughest beaches in Grenada. I think it's more even dangerous than the other sides going on because I've surfed that whole area up, not surfed with bodyboard, that whole area up, and it is. Big Bay has been really rough. Um, I have never surfed a wave in Big Bay, but I have jumped off there, and it has showed me a big experience there. It's deep. There are stones and stuff being taken out there, and also I have never got the waves to surf. And in Big Bay, it's just the break of the wave is what I had to surf. Because I respect the beach because there was a lot of reef. And also the waves are always bad. All now I think the waves are going to be bad. Even if the tides are low, they're still going to make it fall. So we're in hope, so we're talking about hope now. So that is here. Here is the second lagoon. So I want to draw all the even all the way up to the island. So this is the second lagoon. However, Grenadians don't bathe in lagoons, but we bathe in the river. I've never seen anyone do that. Persons will just go there, just have your foot into the cold water and all of that. But where bathing is concerned, it's not something that I would recommend Grenadians to. I don't think anyone else from other parts of the country does it. So here is another end there where you can see some of the very nice views of Hope. However, walking to go all the way up there to get inside of Hope, maybe I'll have to come another time if I want to show you what the inside of Hope looks like. I hope I don't lose. The water is really cool here. Alright, so as we will know, it's lagoon. So on the higher end now of Hope, where most persons are bathing, which is most developed than the low ends where I came from. So the lower ends persons fish all the way over to the rocks and then over there you can find yourself going over there to fish and all that. So that is something in itself you can do if you love fishing, right? If you're not a fishing lover, then you may be an adventure lover, right? So this is my first and foremost adventure. I hope I make it back home safely because I'll be traveling back on the road to show you all the vlogs on the road. Getting from Hope and heading home on the main road. Wow. I really thought I could have walked to the beach, but I'll have to divert. Because just look at it. All the coconut trees have just fell right into the shadow of the beach. So I'll have to pass through that area here. However, I can give you all a little coconut beach. Yes. Which there is a coconut beach in Grenada. So if you're living in the Grenada area, you can find the coconut beach area. And that's gonna be the area that's gonna show you, I guess. And it's a very nice beach to experience. That doesn't mean that there's a lot of coconut trees. I don't know why they name it that way, but I've seen the beach. There is some coconut trees there, but I wouldn't say that's why you get the name, I don't know. But all beach got coconuts on it, so I don't know. But it's a really nice beach. It's actually located closer to the Grenada area. And this is why it's been so great. Which I believe that Grenada has pronounced as the best beach for St. George's. Persons will say Bataway is the best beach for St. Patrick's northern side. Yeah. So this the beach has been the number one beaches in Grenada, where all the tourists are going to be. However, there's hotels on Granite Beach, so persons are enjoying that blue water beach and the white sand. Really nice. However, the higher beach, which is um, Battery, is a little bit more rougher. It's quite cool getting there. But it's a nice little spot there for you to, relax yourself. So I doesn't know what it's like, but here we are. That's the most developed part of the beach here. The persons are taking really good care of that area again. I recommend. I'm glad of how they have developed here. Came in here last night, so it's really good. Really good. The persons hang out here. Here is a place that you want to hang out. If you want couples, you have the couple. You want to take them to the beach. You got a family with kids. Really developed nicely. There are lights and all there. So party lights and all of that. It is good. Right? Places to play football, places to play cricket, um, and so forth. I would have gone to the lower end, but I won't. Right? There is a nice area here now. I only wish that my bro was here. We had our boats, and we would have headed over to the small island of Hope. Hope has a bit of this island right there that you're looking at. So make sure you put it to the center of the camera so you can see. So we have used our bodyboard. We have swim away all the way over there, and it's a really nice experience. However, what I think should happen on this beach there is that the person should. It's not anyone's. I don't know. It's not anyone. Anybody like random person own the area there. That's not it. But if someone has taken the initiative to just cut off the extra speakers and stuff that is there and put a little piece of wood, yeah, a lot of people will find enjoyment going over there taking photos and all of that. I'm not sure if it's a private piece of land someone has purchased and it's just there. I've been hearing rumors, but so I actually stayed at the time. So moving over, family kind of styling. However, I cannot go directly with their families and try to vlog it. That's really that we're talking about. So this is the whole top side of Hope. I will just go a little longer to get everything. Not everything, but I will go a little longer to get the part that where you all can see how great that place looks with the trees. I think there is still more development there. Developments like chairs and stuff for the lights now. So there are gonna be developments like chairs and other stuff there. So the person's gonna come here when here is really yes. They're also gonna host little sessions here. So it's really nice. Person's fish over to that area over there. However, I could have gone over there because there's another part there which is it's cool. There's a part there that's cool, right? And I could have actually go over there if I wanted. But since after the incident which I heard, I wouldn't go over to that area. It's still over there. So that's the whole area of Hope. That is what it looks like. That is me here. You're all vlogger. Always like and share and subscribe to the channel. So I can take a little deep here. Yeah, I think I can. I will come all the way to the beach and not take a little deep. That's gonna be really good weather. So I'm gonna leave my slippers here and I'm just gonna enter into the water. So I'm not gonna stop the vlog because maybe when I'm getting it done I can show you all. So walking into the place here, I just hope I don't fall. and actually wet my camera because it's salt water. It's not waterproof. I'm seeing some fishes here, some baloo. They're right over the reef. So maybe if someone got, uh, you know, their stuff, what they use there to get that pattern. So on the whole beach, this is the island. I always wanted to go there and spend some time. Camping style, but I'm not sure if that's gonna work. But I'm thinking of doing that, right? So the water is really nice, and as usual, there's nothing much to talk about water. So, or if I cannot do what I want, because I have a camera, right? But I can show you that it's a really cool place, and I believe I can even stoop down here. I doubt rain is gonna fall, so I'm gonna have time to. These are the things which I was talking about. So I'm gonna show them. Um, I can have time to just take a little climb on the whole beach, show you all how great it is. What is the epic wonderful place here? Ah, it's most likely having my vlog from the river, where I was actually at the river and I was doing that stuff there, showing you all that vlog part, enjoying that part in the river. So this is the whole beach. I am just turned to the seaside and I'm showing you everything that's back at the show, right? So I'm gonna take a little piece of stuff here. I'm also gonna make some of the short videos where I'm at home doing some crazy stuff, maybe doing some flip or doing some kind of stuff. And I hope you all are gonna actually like the vlog firstly, subscribe to the channel, and also share that with to other persons who want to actually know that there are different vlogs. And I know there's a lot of garden vlogs on this, which one is the correct one, and you want to make sure that you subscribe. So I'll be doing a lot of adventures for the week. I hope I get my time for the week to do it because I would have been moving off the island, but I have some time. Based on what I heard, I can take some time for the weekend. Go out, build more interesting vlogs that person will want to see. Comment sections are going to ask for and all of that. So tomorrow, please God, maybe I can do a hiking vlog. That's going to be a little higher up my area. I'm going to go up top. I'm going to go up the road. On Wednesday, however, I'm going to be changing my device camera to a more better camera. So persons who are going to experience this camera here is going to be just for a short time until Wednesday to start, and I'm going to be changing that. So all for now, it's the best part of the day. Coming down from my home, getting us home, even into Hope area, from the shortcut all the way from maybe how much miles you gonna see that it's maybe a mile or 2 miles, and walking all the way down to the Hope beach, and this is where the vlog is gonna end. And I would say, I hope everyone enjoy that. And also, as I always says, like, subscribe, and share the channel. Also, look out for my new videos.